call us the enlightened ones. We bring facts. We coming from a unique perspective that's black. We talk about everything from sports to the news, the hottest new music or the social issues. They call us the enlightened ones. We think different. They call us the enlightened ones. We think deeper. They call us the enlightened ones. We think different. They call us the enlightened ones. We think deeper.
Yo, 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 yo. Welcome back to another week of the Enlightened Ones podcast. As always, you got your boy Deuce in the building. You got my man Don with me. What's happening, baby?
Hey, what's up, fam? How you doing today?
Coolin'. We got James with us. What's happening, boss?
Yes, sir. What's up?
What's up, bro?
Chilling. We got a super special guest with us. Activist Clarissa Baughman.
Yo. What's up?
Fellas, thanks for having me.
Clarissa, appreciate you being on with us on this fine Sunday morning.
Yes, sir.
Definitely appreciate it. Something we've had you on our list for a while, so we definitely are glad to have you on here so that we can pick your brains and get a little insight of who Rissa is. We love seeing everything you do in a non-creepy way. I love watching people and I get inspiration from different people, especially when they go out and do stuff. So you definitely one of those people I love watching, just watching how you work and maneuver in life, man. So definitely keep doing your thing, man. We definitely love seeing you, but
You.
Oh, absolutely.
She all over the place. I love
all over the place, man.
all over the place.
I can't keep up with it, man. Can't keep up with her. But now let's go ahead and let's jump into these mental health check-ins. Where we at this week, ladies and gentlemen? Hey, James jumped out early last week.
Hey, I was gonna wait.
Yeah, he did. Let me see. I'm about at 8.4 this week, man. Honestly, work was real chill. I ain't having much to do. I worked with my manager for a little while. I took Wednesday, Thursday off just for the hell of it.
Why not?
We had that conversation before. But nah, man, it's been cool, bro. This weekend, another busy weekend. I'm looking forward to next weekend, so I ain't gotta do shit, but just chill. But man, outside of that, man, life's been good, man.
I got you.
What's up? Shit, I'm still high, so I'm at about a 9 though.
Okay.
Still, like I told y'all, still a little bit of a process till I get these licenses and stuff, but it's coming along. I got in contact with an old employer, so it's on the up and up. And then I had my son. Normally I don't have my kids this weekend, but I got my kids this weekend, so that's always nice to have them around.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
Oh, absolutely. Let me see. I'm gonna put myself at an 8.2. Pretty smooth week. Weirdly, and I hate even saying this because I appreciate weekends, but this weekend's been long as fuck. I don't know about y'all, but like Friday, dog, I don't know what it was. Friday felt like it was 3 whole different days in one. And then Saturday, I was just sitting there like, yo, we done did so much today. It just feels like this day is never ending. I guess that's a good thing because sometimes, the weekends be feeling a little too short and you feel like you ain't get enough. But yeah, it made up for it because Friday, I'm like, yo, I want this day to end. There's been a lot of shit going on. Like it needs to be over with. But now it's 8.2, man. It's been good. Wrapping up some shit this week that'll give me a lot more free time. Just getting ready for the summer, man. The kids and all the craziness and excitement that comes with that. Where you at, Rissa?
Well, I'll say I'm at about a 9.
Ooh.
And that's only because yesterday I made it a point to go to the spa and just really get my life together. And I was relaxing, hot tub, sauna, got a massage. So, how could I not be at least a 9 after that? But prior to yesterday, things have just been really crazy and I've been trying to catch up with life. I just did my daughter's birthday party, and as you guys know,
stress with that shit.
Yep.
And it was a sleepover, so like
Oh wait.
God, you got patience.
Yeah, I'm tired already just thinking about that.
That's funny. My daughter said, anytime I ask someone to say tonight, you always say yeah. I'm like, because I'm okay with it. But the cleanup was crazy, and I was just like, I just need to unwind and like give myself some me time. So that helped me out a lot, and just gearing up for the week. So I was happy I was able to do it over the weekend, week ahead, you know. So
Yeah.
yeah.
Oh yeah, and I'm one of them parents too that I would rather other kids come stay at my crib because I don't really let my kids go other places too much. Like
Yeah.
we got to be super tight with your parents and family and shit like that. And then I get some people that I'm like, why the hell you just drop your kids off here? You ain't never met me. You ain't never met my wife.
Yeah.
Like you don't know shit about us. We can be some weirdos in here.
I think we're like that because I don't know how much time you spent back home, but I think it's the small town mentality because we're so used to knowing everybody and like,
Oh
like
yeah.
knowing what's a safe house for our kids to go to and all that. And it's hard being in other places.
Oh yeah. No, I definitely agree with that. You get used to it. Like I said, I really only trust family or honestly other black families. Not all other black families,
Yeah,
but
that's what I'm saying. You can't say all of them like
I
Yeah,
ain't
not
gonna
all
say
of them.
all, but it's generally a little bit more comfort if it's a black family. Like, all right,
Yeah.
they probably got a little bit, in common, with how they raise their kids compared to us, but you do still get some ratchet
Some
ones
wild
out
shit.
there. Yeah.
Yeah.
But now, man, glad everybody's doing good. Still high, we not as high as we was last week, but that's life. Shit changes, and we take it
Not
and roll
yet.
with the punches as they come. But
Yeah.
Yes,
nah,
sir.
let's jump into it, man. I'm ready to pick Rissa's brain a little bit. Uh, so first, first of all, activists. What exactly does that even mean to you?
Activism to me means just willing to put yourself out there and do the work that needs to be done to bring about social change
Hmm.
and just making certain sacrifices along that journey.
I got you. So speaking of the journey, how did you even get started to where you wanted to get in this activist type role? Because we see you all the time out doing your
Everywhere.
thing everywhere. So it's like,
Everywhere.
Crazy.
where did that
It's,
come from? How'd you get into it?
it's so crazy because it literally just happened through life experiences. Like as we grow and we mature, we learn, we become more aware. And I was going through that, and the things that were happening around me were a lot of unjust situations. And
Mm-hmm.
the more they would happen, I would just kind of be like thinking like, oh, maybe it's just happening to this one person. And then if I would share the story with someone else, they'd be like, no, like that's
Mm-hmm.
normal, you know. And so the more and more it happened, I'm just like, this is not okay. And one experience in particular that really like helped me become more involved was before activism, I was into media and I was always interviewing music artists, and that was
Oh
like
yeah.
that was like what I was just focused on when I lived in Atlanta. And so one day I had an assignment to interview Rollo. And when I first got the name came across to me, I'm like, I don't know who this is. And so I start researching him. And when I researched him, I realized, oh, I know who this is. I just didn't realize like his name or
Oh
whatever.
yeah.
So, when you're about to interview somebody, you start researching, getting
Yeah.
together your questions. So I'm researching Rollo and I'm like, man, this guy's so dope. He's doing all this stuff.
Mm-hmm.
And this is along the time where I'm also like in my personal life realizing how fucked up shit is in our community.
Oh
So it's
yeah.
like, so to see a brother like just really like trying to help give back. He would feed the homeless. He had an apartment complex called Little Pakistan, and he'd let people live there rent free.
Damn.
Like,
I didn't even know that.
I ain't either.
yeah, man, this brother's so dope. I can't wait to interview him because my goal when I interview, I'm like, I like to give people that platform to like brag about themselves. Like,
Oh
I
Mhm.
yeah.
things that highlight the positive in your life. So I'm ready to like interview him, and interview went great. And so now at this point, I'm like really attached to his journey and what he's got going on. And, he's just a role model. So as I continue to follow him after the interview, I'm seeing he's constantly being harassed by the police. And I'm like, that's what we going through. And I'm thinking, this is when I'm realizing it's not a singular situation, is we all collectively going through this. So over time, I just got like more and more like, you know, I felt like I was establishing a platform for myself. And I was like, I need to use my platform and my skills to highlight this stuff and talk about this stuff and bring awareness to this stuff and like do my part, do what I can do to help these people going through it. So watching Rollo get harassed, then he got arrested and I was so mad. And then the feds took little Pakistan. And it really hit home with me because one day, guys, I went shopping at the mall and I went to leave the mall and my car wouldn't start. And this nice brother helped me out. He waited in the parking lot, waited for the tow truck to come. And we got to talking. He was telling me how he was mall security. He's like, I only got this job because I used to live in Little Pakistan, but the police kicked us out.
Oh my God.
In a hotel, and I worked 3 jobs just to try to afford the hotel until I get myself situated. And he's not even knowing like I'm connected with Rollo, and I'm like, Rollo. So going through my personal situations with my child's father in the justice system and myself, I've been harassed by the feds, the police, all that. So it's just like just going through life and going through these experiences. And it was just like, it's time to like do what I can. So I switched over and started using my platform to talk about these things, interview about these things, press conferences, and just protesting and helping organize. So here we are today. I'm waiting for Rollo to get out because I'm like, I need a follow-up interview because he don't understand like
the impact he had.
Together, like now, and him being incarcerated, he's spoken out a lot and used the platform to try to help other people going through similar, because he has marijuana charges, and it's like, you know, we want to
come on, marijuana charges, like we can drop those.
My property, my cars over marijuana, which here in DC, I can walk in a store and go buy some today.
Yeah,
that's crazy.
So yeah, I'm waiting for him to get out. I so want to follow up interview and just like collaborate with our new platforms, you know. So yeah.
All right. So what areas like do you focus on? I know you're big on like criminal justice reform. Is that kind of like your baby? Like penitentiary, criminal justice? Is that kind of like where you lean towards with your activism?
I think definitely like prison, human rights, prisoners' rights, and then just like what we go through in the community. And the reason why I focus on those things is because it's like that's what I know and that's what I experienced, and that's so that's where I feel like I can have a say so, because I've been there. I understand what's going on. I understand the issues, and I feel like I understand how we can come together and fix it. So that's mostly what I focus on. And I even admit, like when it comes to like gun violence, like I don't know how to approach that, because it's like growing up in Danville and Harrisburg, we didn't deal with gun violence, you know?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Like I don't know how to approach that and just like talk about it. So I try to talk to others that are familiar with it and say, so what do you think? But a lot of people like that are in this line of work, a lot of people like don't have answers. They're just fighting for like one thing, you know, their list of demands. And it's like, you know, they don't spend a lot of time trying to figure out like the solution. So, when I do try to talk to other people and ask them, it's like, well, if people in general already are not trying to figure out the solution, like what is this person going to tell me? So
yeah.
And that's why I always respect people like you that actually stand up and become activists, because you'll hear a lot of people just complaining in general in the background. People complain all day and not offer up any type of solution or anything like that, which frustrates the shit out of me with pretty much any situation. Don't complain about anything if you're not willing to put in the work to make a change and make a difference, because otherwise just shut up at that point.
The one thing that bothers me the most is when people say like it's not going to change, or like why are you wasting
Yeah, just throwing the
Oh, that
towel.
that right there
In
irritates
the
me.
world,
Oh
because
my God.
to me, if you think like that, it's like we would still be on the cotton fields if everyone
Yeah.
had
Facts.
mentality. Like, what is wrong with you? So yeah,
Hmm.
I definitely feel you.
Yeah, I think we see
I'm
that a
not.
lot with voting too. Like people,
Yeah, yeah.
you see a lot of people, oh, I
My
ain't gonna go
vote don't
vote it.
matter.
It don't do nothing. And it's like,
Yeah.
okay, then why are they creating all these laws and stuff to stop you from voting if it didn't
Yep.
matter? They're going
Hmm.
out the way to prevent you from voting. So clearly it matters. So we just got to get out of that mindset. Now, what you saying, Don?
No, I was about to say the whole voting thing too.
Mm,
That alone kills me. Like my vote don't matter type shit. But
yeah, and I think it's hard too because I use myself as an example. Like growing up, mainly overseas, military brat. There's a lot of things I just didn't experience. I grew up with a lot of white kids. I didn't grow up in like a black culture. I've said on here many a times my grandparents sent me like VHS tapes of like black sitcoms and stuff, and that's where I got my black culture. Then they started sending me to Harrodsburg every summer, and that's when I got a little bit more being with cousins and stuff like that. So, what do you kind of say to those people that were similar to me that didn't really experience some of the stuff that happens and kind of might believe that it was just like a we're making it up? They're like, oh, these problems don't really exist because it's never happened to me. What do you say to people like that?
Um, exactly what I say to them is I give them real life examples and scenarios. I
Mm-hmm.
use my own scenarios. I I have a lot of content on my page that is like, short little clips of somebody went through this and the next person went through this. I'll go tag them. So
Mm-hmm.
explain if
Hmm.
if this isn't a thing, what about this? What about that? Um, like Ron DeSantis is an example.
Oh
He's
yeah,
God.
he's an idiot.
it's
That
like we're
guy.
crazy and oh with the woke and da 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 da.
Oh my God.
We have actual video evidence content of your prior Republican representatives admitting to we got to voter oppression because
Mm-hmm.
it makes us more likely to win and admitting that we're targeting the black community. So it's like, what do you say to these things? Because this is what they admitted to and executed. So like, so yeah,
Mm-hmm.
that's what whenever I have those arguments, I just use real life scenarios, and it's like you can't argue against the Constitution that says this is slavery, and
Oh
so
yeah.
like when it comes to arguing, I'm not afraid. I'm like, let's go, let's talk about it. Because it just all this stuff it's in my brain. It's like instilled. So it's like whenever somebody thinks they have an angle to like prove me wrong, I'm like, you don't. So
Mm-hmm. So do you just accept those challenges? I know some people get nervous. They don't want to get in debates with people. Do you just like welcome
oh
them on? Like,
no,
let's get
I'm
it.
ready. I'm
You
ready.
ready?
I got so y'all have no idea. I have so many screenshots in my phone arguing with celebrities like blue check
Wow.
and
Mm.
shutting
Mm-hmm.
them down. Like you're not about to like this is my heart so impassioned. Like you're not
Mm-hmm.
about to like out argue me in this. You're the side that you're arguing, you're not even like connected, passionate, like you're not passionate about it. You don't even know what you're talking about. Like, for example, I got into an argument with they had this new show coming out on, I think it was the cooking channel. I don't know. And it was about cooking with marijuana, making edibles and all this stuff. And
I know what you're talking about.
Yeah.
so y'all know this show is going to be pushed
Yeah.
by not our people, but
Mm-hmm.
they a black face as the host. So I'm like writing the host,
Ah.
I'm like, you really gonna take this job when millions of our people are locked up because of marijuana, and then they can get on TV and make it look like so like it's so accepted and okay when
Mm-hmm.
we are charged. They have marijuana not only on a federal level is it illegal, they have it listed as like the same severe drug as like crack and
Yeah,
Which
it's
is
crazy.
wild. That's wild.
like how can y'all have it in the same category when we don't have heroin shops like
Mm-hmm.
Right.
No.
so
And
I'm like
people are making money off of it. You know what I'm
so I'm
saying?
like going back and forth with him and he's like and he was one of the ones like oh your little fight ain't gonna do nothing like
Wow.
making fun of me for like actually caring and trying and taking action. I'm like so I'm going to out argue you because you're not all you doing is you just see
You
dollar
say
signs.
money.
Yep.
Yeah, you just what do they tap dancing for these people?
Oh yeah.
So you're not passionate about what you're even arguing. So I'm never afraid to like take that approach and prove somebody wrong and have those arguments. But I hate doing it because I get so mad.
You're so invested
Like,
into it.
I'm getting mad talking about it. Like, so I'm like, I don't got time to just be arguing with somebody online.
Oh, absolutely. I'm the same way. Especially over marijuana. I've never considered myself an activist or nothing like that, but marijuana is definitely something very special to me. Just because the benefits and what it can do for people, especially medically, but also the injustice that our people have faced in regards to it. So I get very fired up too when I see stuff like that. And I'm like, they got all these white people making all this money off of something that's been sending us away, destroying families, all that for decades. It just that does get me really really worked up.
Yeah.
But when you're in those moments and stuff, do you see you get more pushback from other black people or is it white people?
I don't get no pushback from white people, and I think that's because they're probably scared to like say
Yeah, say
anything.
something. They don't want the angry black woman on them.
Yeah, like and they in the culture of like going viral, they probably don't want to be
Yeah, they don't want to
Ah,
be
yeah.
Karen. They don't want to be
Yeah.
considered
Yeah.
Karen.
they,
'Cause
they
that's
probably just as confused and like I don't know what's okay to say and not because it's okay to like have questions and want to
Mm-hmm.
have a better understanding. Like we want you to have those goals. But I think that's why I don't. If it wasn't for the cancel culture and going viral and all that, I think I would get pushback from white people.
Mm-hmm.
Um, I do get some from strangers, but not like locally. But I do get a lot of pushback from our people. Surprisingly, I don't know why. I don't understand it, but I think it could be my approach. Sometimes I'm a little like aggressive and harsh, but it's just my
Mm-hmm.
emotions and my passion, and they don't understand. Like I get so worked up and angry, but so I'm assuming maybe that's why I get pushback from some of my people, but I don't know. I don't know.
Nah, definitely. When it's just anytime you get that passion about anything, you see like us in sports or something like that. When you get that passion, it's just like it's hard. You
It's
got
an
that tunnel
immediate
vision.
trigger.
You locked in there. You're like you like let's
It's an immediate trigger.
yeah. It's like let's get it. But nah, it's and it's good. And like I said, I love having people like you that have that passion. Because there's a lot of people that are just they would love to do something, but there's one either scared or they just don't know how to do it. So we definitely always need people like you to actually be our voice for us.
Yeah, speaking of that,
And
Deuce,
that's
I
what I'm
got
saying.
I got a quick question though. So how does one get started to become an activist? Like what did you do to get to where you are now, basically?
It was so funny because y'all, when I got started, I was like, okay, what is the first step? And I was like, how do I
Where's the
seriously?
manual at?
Yeah, that's
Right.
what
And I was I just didn't have no knowledge. And it's so funny to look back on it because I was like, well, the first step is like getting other people aware of like what's going on so they can also be attached. And so I'm like, I gotta figure out how to reach the United States and like know what's going on. And so through doing research, I learned like there's already organizations out here like doing the work.
Mm-hmm.
Like I had no idea, and but this was years back in like 2018 is when I started getting serious about it. But through learning and doing that research and learning about organizations, I found an organization that I really like identified with and their mission and initiatives, and I just latched on to them. And
Okay.
because you all already have this platform and structure, and I just need to come participate and help.
Yeah.
Like, where do I fit in? And that organization is called Jailhouse Lawyers Speak, and it's a prison-led organization, and they fight for human rights, prisoners' rights, and just ending prison slavery. And I'm like, this is exactly everything that I'm identifying with, and so I just started reaching out to them and letting them know, like, hey, what can I do to help? But y'all, there's so many organizations all across the United States. Like So I would just like start looking on Facebook, like, or Instagram, and trying to find some, and they'll post like whenever they're having a protest and they want people to show up. That's where I would start showing up, and so, and getting involved with the other groups and seeing what you are trying to accomplish, what groups are also doing that, and just helping them out. And if there's not something, start it, because there's been situations where I've started stuff, or like we're starting a new initiative, and the people that are connected with this, they're going to show up for you and like support you. So and reach other people and encourage them to get involved too.
And I'll say one of the biggest takeaways I just got from that, and it's just being in stuff myself, is partnership. A lot of times people think they got to do this alone, and that's why I get scared. It's like, I don't want to do it because I'm gonna be by myself. And it's kind of like what Rissa just said. Like, I found somebody that also had the same. They already had kind of like a blueprint going. Like, let me be a part of that, and then it helps you to branch out, do your own thing as well too. If there's another topic or something that means a lot to you, you can go ahead. You know, you got the recipe to start it yourself. I think about like moving to Roanoke, and I wanted to be a part of the culture, and I'm like, the same thing I just preached about is, if you're not gonna do nothing about it, shut the hell up. So I was like, you know what? Let me step up. And I'm like, I'm not from here. I don't know these people like that. I don't know what to do. And then I just started reaching out to activists in the area, or I just call them community leaders out here. And it's like, let me help you. Let me join. What do you need? You know, then after that, it's like you start something and they want to help you out. And I think just doing it that way, one, it builds us all together, and it lets us know that we are in this together, and it's going to take all of us to make this change. But we just gotta take that first step, man. It's scary, and I know you probably scared to death, kind of getting going on your own, just trying to get into things. Not like you said, I don't know where to go. Like, how do I start? What's the first step? I think the first step is just reaching out, talking to other people in it, gauging their idea, and that's exactly why I wanted to have you on too. Is trying to just gauge you, see how you did it. You know, it's all about what was your recipe for success that we can use and do that blueprint. And I love you too, because you don't mind showing other people that, because you genuinely care. You can tell your passion, and that's why you get so worked up with everybody that tries to push back and like, no, I'm not playing that nonsense today. But nah, it's go ahead.
Like you were saying, man, just speaking for myself, like I would love to get into it, but I'm just scared. Like I'm genuinely scared to get out there and take those steps with it or whatever, man. If y'all know me, I'm such a homebody, man. I keep to myself. I don't do much. So being out there on that big stage, fighting for the rights, like even when, rest in peace, our sister Breonna Taylor, she got murdered. Let me say that. We had rallies and stuff down here, but I was like, I'm not going out there in that community. All these raging white people, all these raging black people. I'm like, I'm not finna be out there fighting. It's scary. So it's like I'll do it from the comfort of my couch or wherever. But yeah, man, I would love to get out there. It's just like I don't, especially living in Texas. Like fools walk around with guns. Like I'm not finna get blasted because I'm out here trying to fight for BLM and whatever. It's scary.
Yeah. I feel like you all are contributing right now. Like we're on this platform and we're talking about it. And I would love to see more of that happen. So I appreciate even this gesture. So, you know, don't feel like you're not doing anything, because this is definitely something. And I agree with you, Donovan. Like it is scary. When I was doing my like protesting, I was in Georgia, and everybody can carry guns there, and people were targeting us and shooting at everything. And that's why when you all initially asked, like, what does activism mean to me? That's where the sacrifice portion comes in. It's like you're just willing to sacrifice like that, something as big as like yourself, like because you know what could potentially happen. But you know, I appreciate all the people in the past that made those sacrifices and got us to where we are today. And I don't know, I feel very, you know, like when we're going through life and they say like you got to find your purpose in life, like I feel like this is what God put me for, just because like literally based off everything I've been through, it's just like it's like he was teaching me, like, this is what's wrong with this, this is what's
Mm-hmm.
wrong with that, and put it all together. You know what's wrong, now go fix it, like in a sense. Um, so yeah, that's why I'm connected with it. But I feel like you all are doing your part. Like, look at Deuce with all these plaques in the background. Y'all have a platform, y'all are highlighting positivity. Like, we need more of that stuff. I was just so excited. Like, I was checking out the Instagram page last night and I was like, see, like, I just love seeing like the positivity. Like, even though you're not on this side holding up a protest sign or like
Mm-hmm.
on the front line, like, we can't be complaining and saying we want better and not also doing the better. So you guys are doing the better. So it's like everybody's doing their part
Oh
that
yeah.
to right now in my eyes.
Yeah, I definitely think that's important too, is playing your part. Not everybody's part is being out there marching, and I tell people, like, even share something, share something that you like that's encouraging people to look at this atrocity that's going on, or this social injustice, bringing attention. I feel like there's always something that can be done, whether big or small.
Yeah.
I'm big on small, slow progress is still progress. It's like, as long as we each keep chipping away at things,
Mm-hmm.
I definitely think we can make a great impact. But I do have a question for you, especially in regards to like the criminal justice system. What do you think is the biggest injustice with Black and brown people in the criminal justice system? And what do you think we need to do as a society to fix that?
I think the biggest injustice that that has taken place is the attack on our youth.
Mm,
Because like, the way the system is set up, it is attacking and targeting our youth. And when you think about that, it's like these are innocent children. A lot of my peers that are currently incarcerated, they got their first charges at age 12 and
man.
13. And the way the system is set up is like, when you get in trouble at a young age, um, they don't make a big fuss about it. But when you get in trouble as an older age, they're able to punish you harsher because of what you did as
Because of those.
12-year older.
Yeah.
And so I had volunteered with this organization called CASA,
Hmm.
and they assign in this organization, they assigned you a child that's going through the foster care system, and your job is to like pretty much evaluate all their options and to recommend to the judge like the best option for this child is being reunited with their mom or whatever.
Mm.
So going through this training was like such an eye opener, because it showed me how severe the attack on the children are. Because you all, I'm sure, are aware about the war on drugs and
Yeah.
what our parents faced back in the 70s and 80s and stuff.
Mhm.
So a lot of people in that generation were struggling with substance abuse. So learning about helping children, 80, this was in Georgia, 80% of the cases were the parents were neglecting the child. 80% of the reason was because of substance abuse.
Mm.
So the thing is, it's like, okay, if I'm not being a mom, I'm not parenting this child, I'm neglecting them. They're struggling at home. They're just trying to survive as a 11-year-old, 12-year-old. That's why you see like the little kids out here
Right.
stealing and committing crimes. So they have no guidance. They are a child, but we are punishing them for their innocent behavior. Like they showed us these studies and they were like, this is how a kid is going to respond to the neglect. This is how a kid is going to respond to their parent being incarcerated. This is how a kid is going to respond to X, Y, and Z. So their response to this neglect, if you go look at the law, is punishable by law. So I think that's the biggest attack, because it's like they're coming after the children. Like, this is their natural behavior to these circumstances, and
Hmm.
I'm sucking you in the system early. I got my
Yeah.
claws early.
Almost like
Yeah.
they're grooming you to get in there and just keep this cycle going.
Yeah.
So I think that I'll probably like reflect on this later and be like, oh, I should have said this is the biggest impact because there's so much. But that right there was like the biggest eye opener.
Mm-hmm.
It's like, what? Like, like, so you're trying to help this child and you can see the future ahead of them, but they're a kid and you're trying to like tell them like, hey, chill out. Like, don't act like,
Yeah.
don't go
But
in
at that,
school and being the class clown and
that's what I'm saying. But at that age, you couldn't tell us nothing at that age.
Nah.
So like,
So, what can we do to help? I think just definitely being heavily involved with the youth and just trying to be a positive influence in their lives. I love seeing the post of a lot of our peers back home, like just helping.
Mm-hmm.
yeah,
There's so many activities they're trying to get that they put on for the kids, and I just really love to see that because it's like I was a kid that was going through those circumstances of neglect because my mom was on substance or struggling with substance abuse. So it's like when I got to go to cheer camp and there were things available to support me and keep me in a positive light, like those things saved me. So
Yeah. That's
I think
impactful.
making sure we do what we can do to help the kids. If y'all looking for something to get involved in, CASA, I know that they'll have like CASA available in all of your all's area because
Okay.
it's through the court system. So they assign you a kid and you just it's not very demanding with your time. You just got to visit the kid at least once a month, but you have to investigate
yeah.
the foster parents, their mom, all the situations, and you just write up a report to the judge and say, hey, the best interest for this kid is this because of X, Y, and Z.
Mm.
If y'all
You
looking for
know,
something to do, there you go.
That's
yeah. I
interesting.
definitely if you
Check
can
that out.
send us some information, we'll definitely put it out there on our stuff too, just so we can try to
Yeah.
spread the word. But I got a homegirl that we had on here, Jalea. She a black lawyer up that way, so I definitely want to get you in contact with her because she's big on this kind of stuff as well too.
Okay, I would appreciate that.
Oh yeah, and we see you as the face of especially coming from our small towns, Harrisburg, Danville area. You are a face of social injustice for us. Our communities, other communities, crazy too, growing up in a small town and really connecting with other larger communities and stuff too, like
Hmm.
DC, Atlanta is crazy. Um, but what does Rissa, when you are gone and all you got is a legacy left behind, what do you want to be known for and remembered for?
It's a good question, Deuce. Oddly enough, I do think about these things. I'm trying to get my screen is messing up here. Sorry.
Are you good?
Y'all can still see me, right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
we can see.
Mhm.
Okay. Well, when I think about this, I think like when there's like when there has been like a drastic change in the past and when you know who to give credit for that change, or not even to a person, it could be a whole movement. Like
Mm-hmm.
that's the level of impact that I'm aiming to reach, where it's like such and such organization accomplished this huge thing that helped the whole
Oh
country.
yeah,
So I'm like aiming to really like go big, like, so
on a
I
large level.
I don't know exactly what it'll be, but that would be a nice legacy for myself. It's like she really did it. I
Mm-hmm.
always say I'm gonna write a book someday. The name of the book is gonna be From the Trap House to the White House.
Mm,
Ooh, I like that. I like that.
mm,
And one thing
mm.
too, I especially love about Rissa too is she had the little box back in the day. I always been a big Wheezy head. Shout out my brother Wiggs too.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? So, she did come from the trap. But I love it though, man. I feel like you've always been yourself. And I've just known you just through other people close to me. So I'm like, I've always gotten positive energy vibes from you. And like I said,
Hmm.
you're just one of them people I love watching on the side and just like you inspire me all the time. Just seeing you doing things and stuff like that. And I'm like, one, it inspires me and it challenges me, like, okay, what can I do? You know what I'm saying? I see this person out here doing something. What can I do? It starts making me think more. not even like a competition wise type thing, but of what? Let me play my part. I see them playing their part. Let me play my part.
That's crazy. I would say that's one of my things I would want to be like known for or remembered by too. Is like I always go into things with the intentions of like I hope I can inspire someone else to do this or do that or just anything, just inspiration in general. So thank you so much, Deuce. That means a lot to me.
Oh, absolutely, absolutely. So I got one last question for you. I don't know about the other guys, but I got one last one just because, like I said, I know your personal background a little bit. I need to know what is your favorite either Wheezy song or if that's too much because I'm a big Wheezy head. What is your favorite album or mixtape?
Ah,
'Cause he is the mixtape king.
so hard.
Yeah. Oh yeah, you got put on the spot.
OMG. Okay, so I'm gonna name two because one is my favorite right now and in the mood I'm in right now. And it's the Lil Wayne. I think it's called Sleep or
Is it newer?
no, it's very old. It's like on one of the drought. But he's talking about like passing away. I made that rest in peace. But that's just because, like what I'm dealing with and how I've been. But I would say outside of these feelings, I would say ask them hoes about me.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Hey, that beat slap too.
Hey, dude, though. It does.
Yeah, that beat
It
did
definitely
slap too.
does.
Oh
Yeah,
man.
Lil Wayne was
It
my
definitely does.
first favorite ever rapper. So
He's my favorite. Say that.
Yeah, he's definitely the GOAT.
Yes,
It's
sir.
yeah, like I said, I grew up mainly overseas, Europe, everything. So when I first moved back to America, I moved to Gulfport, Mississippi when I was in 4th grade. And this is like right when 504 boys and stuff was jumping, and I was like, oh yeah, Wheezy's that guy. You know what I'm saying?
Yes,
So he's
sir.
always had a special part of me, and I've always admired everybody that loves Wheezy on that level too. And I know you and my brother, shout out my brother Wiggs, was always tough into him. But now it's
he's
good. I'm not mad
he,
about them picks.
he used to look in the mirror like, I'm Lil Wayne.
Hey, in his
Wait.
30s, I still think my bruh thinks he's Wheezy at this point in life too. I don't think that's ever changed.
Listen, I feel like him acting like him so much is what helped him be able to rap so good today.
Yep.
Like, he was acting so much, and just now it's natural. Like,
Yep.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, but nah, that's all I got. Anybody got anything else? Before we let
Yeah, I got one.
Go ahead.
So you DC and Atlanta deep. Which one's got the best black culture to you?
oh wow, this is easy. Unfortunately, not say unfortunately, but Atlanta got the most black culture, but I wish DC had more. And DC's just going through a lot of gentrification.
I was about to say it is awful right now.
Okay.
So even when we first got here and my daughter started going to school here, one day I picked her up from school and she's like, Mom, is it true that they call DC Chocolate City? Then she said, but now it's kind of turning into Vanilla City.
Yeah, it is.
Like, this is crazy. My 6th grader is like aware, but no, I think DC would have more black culture if it wasn't for so much gentrification happening and all of the stuff that's going on amongst the hoods, like the beef. Like DC's smaller than Atlanta, so it's like everything's more accessible. So when you say gentrification in DC, it's like literally
It's a massive.
Yeah.
And in Atlanta, there's so many different east side, the east
So
of
many different pockets.
side. It's so large. It's not all being impacted at once, unlike I feel like how DC is. But that's one thing I always say to people here, like DC has the opportunity to have so much more black culture, and I just want us to come together and make it happen so bad. But
I'll say this about DC. I moved up to that area, which I lived there a little bit in like middle school. but officially came back after college like 2013. And DC has a very strong black culture, especially the DMV area in general. But DC always has its own culture. But I'll just say in that time, like 100% agree with you. It has been so gentrified. So like when I go back sometimes now and try to go to old areas and stuff I used to hang out and I'm like, yo, what is this? Like this is nothing like how it used to be. And which I hate seeing it because DC was very vibrant. It had a very vibrant black culture out there back in the day, but now it's just I don't know. It's
Everybody talks about it. Yeah.
yeah, it's crazy, man. I hate seeing it because it took me a little while. I was like, I ain't used to this shit. I was like, y'all a little weird out here with this shit. But DC culture got rubbed off on me, and I loved it, man. The hip, the go go scenes and shit like that, man. It used to
I
just
ain't
be
been
a
to a go-go band. I'm gonna go though.
oh yeah,
But
you got to. Oh, you got to.
people would be shocked, even though gentrification is going on. I think people will be shocked by how Black DC is.
Mm-hmm.
Because even when I moved here, my mom was like, I ain't going up there with all the white people. I'm like, no, it's black. It's black. It's black. So
Oh
yeah,
yeah, they got some dope
Yeah,
black happy hour spots and everything,
a
man.
lot
I
of
ain't been
black
up
owned
here.
Oh
businesses.
yeah.
Yeah, I haven't been in years. I have to get back up there. It's been at least 10 plus years since I've been in DC.
Yep, when you come.
Nah, yeah.
Definitely.
That's
Yeah, I
shit.
definitely gotta get up there for sure.
I've been to DC in
Definitely.
like since like 2016.
That's what
Yeah.
I'm saying. It's been a long time
It's
since
been
I've
a
been
long
there.
time.
Oh man, I love it though, and now we really appreciate having you on, Rissa, man. We want to give you your flowers, while you are here and vibing. We just love it, man. We love seeing what you do, man. You're an inspiration to us. Having a bunch of girls, man. You're a role model for them, whether you know it or not. So I just really want to say, we love you and just thank you so much for everything you
Yeah.
do for our community, for real.
Oh, thank
Yeah,
you.
real talk for real. Yeah. Yeah,
Absolutely,
absolutely.
absolutely.
Thanks
Thank you
for
for being
having me
patient.
on. Y'all gotta keep doing what y'all doing. Keep
Oh yeah.
pushing positivity. I love to see it, guys.
No,
Oh
for
yeah.
sure.
All
Until
right.
next time, Rissa.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Peace.
Oh man, definitely great having a girl Rissa on. And I hope everybody did listen. Just kind of what we were saying too about, there's not one thing. You don't have to be that person out there fully marching. We all play our parts.
Mm-hmm.
It's just doing something. You just got to do something. Don't bitch and complain if you're not willing to do something. Um, it is what it is. But now, James, let's jump into the pick 'em and leave 'em for this week. What you got
Yes,
for us,
sir.
baby?
All right, so we're
Pick 'em and
looking at
leave 'em.
actors' deaths in movies. Who hit the hardest? Okay, so we're gonna drop one that we don't think hit hard at all, and then we're gonna pick our top three, and then we're gonna go for the one that hit the hardest out of those last three.
I got you.
Now I'm gonna tell you right now, the first dude on this top left, I don't know who he is.
I don't know who that brother is either.
Hey,
dog.
hold on. I had to Google it, because I was like, he looks familiar. It was off Cooley High. Couldn't tell you his name. Movie was in 1975, so I was way above our
Yeah.
era.
Yeah,
Actually, let's go ahead. Let's remove him out of the equation because I feel like that'd be an
yeah,
easy get him out of
I
here.
don't know.
yeah. Because
I can
he's
watch
gonna be my
Cooley
one.
High. No
No.
disrespect to the OGs. They're like, how do you not know? My bad. Well, yeah, we'll skip over him. What else
I
we got?
definitely don't know that one.
All right. Yeah. Okay, we'll take him on out of there. Then we got who's that? Ricky. That's Ricky.
Ricky.
Yeah, we
Ricky.
got Ricky. And then we got Menace to Society.
Yes,
We
sir.
got
What's that, Doughboy?
Nah. What's his nigga's name on Kane?
Kane. Yeah,
Kane,
Kane.
yeah.
Yeah. And then you got your girl, who's that? Queen Latifah, Cleo.
Cleo.
Yeah. I don't know who this
Cleo.
lady is in the middle. I'm gonna tell you
What?
that right now.
You know who Big Mama is?
Shit. You didn't watch Soul Food?
That's Big Mama.
That's Big Mama. Man,
Yeah.
see,
Yeah,
I
that's
knew I
Big
was
Mama.
tripping, but I was just looking at it and I was like,
Mm.
I don't
Yeah,
recognize
that's
that
Big
lady
Mama.
right now.
Hey, before we keep going, y'all know she's still alive? I
Nah,
literally just seen a
bruh.
picture of her, like this week. This week or
Goddamn.
last week. And she's still alive.
Damn, it's been so long since I seen that movie.
Mm-hmm.
I thought she died when she actually died in the movie.
Yeah, I know that she lost a leg. She reminded me of my granny. Shit.
Granny, right?
They had the same outcome in life. Legs gone and they was out of there.
All right, and then we got I know this is Michael B. Jordan from
Wallace.
His name's Wallace.
Yes,
The
Wallace.
Wire.
Wallace from The Wire.
Classic. Shout out to my boy Deuce for putting me on because I slept on it for years.
I didn't watch it until COVID hit. Shit, I was like, how did I go this long?
I slept on that for years.
Man, me too.
All right, and then the next one we got who's that? That's from what's that movie? Is it Juice?
Juice.
That movie
Yeah,
Juice.
Juice.
What's his, is that Raheem?
Yeah,
Raheem,
I think-
yep.
Raheem?
Mhm.
Yeah, okay. I'm I'm trying. It's coming, but
Yeah,
I'll
that's
tell you
Raheem.
right now. I forgot the name of this next movie for these two people right here.
I forgot the name. It's a Spike
I
Lee.
know it.
Is it School Days?
I'm not even gonna act like I know.
It's a Spike Lee joint. I watched it a couple times as a kid. Let me see. School Days.
I don't think it's School Days because I ain't seeing none of those in the cast.
Nah, it ain't School Days.
Then
Then
Spike
yeah,
Lee joint though.
I think it
I don't
might
know.
be. I could be wrong as hell though. Yeah. Anyway.
Yeah, I don't
all
know.
right,
Yeah, we can skip that one. Take it, come on out of there too.
I don't know.
All right. Yep. Flut.
And then that's
My
Power,
boy-
right? Let's go.
That's my man Ghost.
It's a big
from
rich
Power.
town.
Yep. And then we got Mitch. from,
Money making Mitch.
Niggas die every day, B.
Yep. And then we got Bubba.
Bubba.
Good old
I don't
Bubba.
understand why my man's on here, to be honest with you.
Hey,
I'm gonna tell you why.
I feel like he's
Second.
different.
Nah,
Like I said,
wow,
different
because
when
he
it
was slow. He didn't want to put him with the rest of the niggas.
No.
Nah, it's
bro. All these are nigga movies, and you got him on.
Yeah, that is.
I feel like he's
Now,
different.
And to be honest with you, they could have put somebody else there.
They could have.
But I mean, we already done got rid of two, so we got to keep them in there.
Yeah, we gotta leave Bubba in here, man.
I think we got to leave Bubba in there. And then
Queen and Slim.
Queen and Slim. I ain't seen it, so.
Hey, Queen and Slim was straight. The ending definitely had me a little fired up. This is one of the endings that didn't sit well with me. I think everybody was a little pissed off by it. But all right, so
yeah.
we picking
Who gotta
one.
go? Yeah, one got to go.
One that didn't hit me hard.
Bubba.
Nah, Bubba hit me hard, man. That was
Yeah, I was about to say I'm military too, so it kind of Bubba hit me hard.
Forrest Gump is my dad's
Just for that,
favorite
just for
movie,
that.
so we watched it a lot, and I got connected to Bubba, and that shit would hurt, bruh. I'm gonna do Queen and Slim. I hate the way that ended and pissed me off, so I'm gonna kick them out of here.
I'm only trying to say the ones that I've seen, and I haven't seen that movie, so I ain't want to just throw them out there like that.
And I ain't seen The Wire, so The Wire is gonna be for me. Wallace, I come to
You got homework, man.
God damn, bro. Yeah, that's
now,
rough.
now I feel like I shouldn't do it. Now I feel like
And the way he went out too.
Yeah.
Way he went out, yeah.
Yep.
All right, the way y'all acting about it, I ain't gonna put that one out there. But he ain't
You
gonna be in
gotta
my
watch
top
that
3.
one.
I'm just gonna tell you
Yeah,
that.
I watched
Alright.
that one.
All right.
So-
So who did you already pick y'all's Kicking Rocks?
Yeah, Queen and
Yeah,
Slim gonna be for me
Bubba.
too.
All right. So we got one Bubba, two Queen and Slim. All right.
So we picking our top 3.
Top
Yep.
three.
Top
Ooh.
3.
All right, I can go ahead with my top 3. Ricky,
Mhm.
Cleo, probably Wallace. It's either Wallace or Ghost. It's a toss up, but I'm gonna go Wallace, and I'll say what I'm gonna have to say after y'all pick because I don't want to say it just yet.
Okay.
Ricky, Cleo, Wallace.
Ricky, Cleo, Wallace. Mine's for sure gonna be Ricky. I gotta throw Bubba in there, man. That hurt. That hurt me, man. And I'm gonna say Big Mama. And it's just because it almost felt
It hits
realistic.
home.
You know what I
Yeah,
mean?
It hits home a
It
little
felt
bit,
so
yeah.
realistic to me. But those are my 3. Who you got, James?
I'm gonna do Ricky. I'm gonna do Mitch.
Money making.
You know what? I gotta leave Bubba out of this one. I'm gonna do Menace to Society.
Okay.
That's a tough one too.
But see,
I'm gonna-
I wouldn't hurt off that because it's like this nigga was wild, and I'm like, you gonna die.
He was wilding.
It's
He
like
was wilding.
you're gonna die.
He
My
was
brother.
asking for it. He was asking for that shit.
Yeah.
for sure.
You know, Mitch was a close
Uh,
third one for me too, just because his death wasn't. I know he was in the game, but it wasn't an expected
it was fucked
death.
up. That was that was fucked up.
Yep.
Yeah, I agree with you on that one for sure. Yeah. Oh, let's see who is coming back.
Who?
Yeah.
I gotta
which
go
one?
Cleo. I'm going
Cleo.
Cleo's my top. She went out like a fucking G.
She did go out like a
She
G.
went out like a G, dog.
She did. I ain't never
Mm.
seen nobody eat that many bullets like that. That whole
Ate 'em.
scene was just
She
Ate 'em,
turned
bro.
around, bro.
Ate
Turned
'em.
around. And still, man.
And she
When
had that
when she lit
face
that
on like,
cigarette,
yeah.
when she lit that cigarette, I was like,
Yeah,
oh,
when she lit the cigarette, I was like, yeah, she's that
she
Yeah.
getting,
nigga.
yep, she getting real. She
She's
getting
that
real.
motherfucker. Yeah. I gotta go
Yeah,
Cleo on that one.
All right.
I ain't
Cleo
mad
was
at
the
that
most
one. I ain't mad at that one.
impactful to Don. What you got, James? Or you want me to go?
I'm gonna go. I'm gonna say Mitch, just because of what he was trying to do, and
Mm-hmm.
his home, and he just fucking just backstabbed him, just shot him right there. That was fucked up to me. That was fucked up.
Mm-hmm.
He knew why he knew why he needed those keys to do what he was trying to do to go save his brother, and you just gonna pop him like that. That was fucked up.
Yeah, it was
That was fucked up.
it hit hard. Let me see. So I'll tell you, my top two is gonna definitely be Ricky and Bubba. Bubba hurt because he's such a good ass person. He just, mind his business, did his thing, did what he had to do.
Told us about the
And
shrimp.
yeah, and then when he got popped, it was like, nah, bro, not Bubba. But I'm gonna have to go with Ricky, man. That was that hurt, dog. I'm like, this man got a full ride. You know what I'm saying? He got kid, like,
Mm-hmm.
oh man, I remember the scene of them pulling him, laying him on the couch dead and stuff. I'm like, oh yeah, that was rough, dog. So yeah, I'm gonna have to go Ricky, man. That one hurt me, and that's I still referencing that today. Yelling Ricky, you know what I'm
Hey,
saying?
real talk, real talk.
Still gotta yell that Ricky out every now and then, man. But yeah, that's where I'm at.
Now, hold up. Y'all got one of y'all a depth that y'all think should have been on here in place of one of those two we kicked off?
Oh yeah, easily.
I'm trying to think of
Shit.
my man from Shada. I can't think his fucking name.
Who?
Not Biggs. Was it Biggs?
Nah, Biggs was
Not Biggs. It wasn't Big. What the dude's name
are
from
you
Shada?
talking about the nigga that was waxing everybody? Mad Max?
Yeah.
Now Mad Max lived, didn't
Yeah, he did live.
he? I ain't seen Shotters in a minute.
I can't think of dude's name. It's been some years. I'll let y'all niggas know. All
I was
thanks
funny
to
because I was on Kamani Marley's page yesterday on Instagram. Yeah, I'm going to a concert Tuesday out here. Ziggy Marley's performing. So I was
that's
looking at
dope.
all the Marley brothers and shit, and I was like, I came across Shotters too. I was like, man, that was my shit,
Classic,
nigga.
dog. A classic.
That was my shit. Let me see. A def that I would definitely throw in here would be on Hardball. G Baby.
Yep, that's the one.
Yeah.
That's the one I'm thinking about.
Yeah,
G
that
baby. Yeah.
G Baby
Yes,
died.
that's
Yeah.
hurt. That hurt, boy.
Yeah. G
Yeah.
baby. My man was
That's-
hiding, cooped up. Like, how he get hit with a stray?
Bruh,
Mm-hmm.
man, that one hurt. That one hurt me.
I hate seeing innocent people bite the bullet, man. That got me. It's less impactful when it's somebody that's like, all right, nigga, you was a lightweight
He's
asking for it.
Yeah, you was.
He's
Yeah,
asking for it.
yeah.
That's why, like Kane, I'm like, nigga, you gonna die at some point.
It's just the way Kane went out though. Kane went and saved little buddy. He did go save little
He
buddy.
did
So
save
that's why-
somebody.
You know what I'm saying? That's why I said.
You know what?
So
One
that
thing they
wasn't
do
hard.
say about that movie that we never caught too is this nigga had just graduated high school, and Jada Pinkett
Talk.
was
Real
over
talk.
here grooming this nigga to take care of her and her kid and shit. Like, damn, he just get out of high school, bruh.
Mhm.
You want this nigga to take care of you your whole life and shit now? Like, damn.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. But yeah, G Baby definitely would be my number one, man. If he was on this list, because that one hurt
That's
me.
probably
as
why
a
they left
kid.
him off. That's probably why they left him off. They knew that. They knew what was up.
We don't need these niggas crying on here. But no, let's
So what I was about to say about Ghost, my man ain't dead.
yeah, Ghost
I don't
ain't
think he
dead.
did.
That's why we can't put him
I don't
on
think-
there.
I don't think he did.
Ghosts don't die. Ain't that what they say?
Facts.
But now let's go ahead and wrap it up. So we're gonna switch up on y'all. We're gonna throw a quote of the week out there. And if y'all got anything y'all got coming up, anything nice coming up this week, throw that out there as well too. So let's see. I'll go ahead and jump out first. My quote is actually from Cher. Until you're ready to look foolish, you'll never have the possibility of being great. And to me, that's just pretty much make yourself vulnerable. We've hit on this several times. Take that first step. We're talking about it in the interview. Take that first step. Don't be, if you too worried about how you're gonna look, sound stupid, look stupid. Hey, it is what it is. I think about when we started this podcast and we like, shit, First episode, I'm like, yeah, this shit gonna sound stupid. You know what I'm saying? But if we didn't bite the bullet and say, hey, I don't care if that first 2-3 episodes sound stupid as hell, we're gonna keep going. And here we
Wouldn't
are.
be
You know what I'm
no
saying?
wouldn't be
Yeah.
no EOP if it
You know
wasn't
what
for
I'm
that.
saying? 3 seasons in,
Facts.
but
Then
yeah,
I wouldn't be on here.
that's my
Man.
quote of the week. I just want to say this week, I'm gonna be the first one to let y'all know too, man. This week's gonna be big for me. Wrapping up a lot of shit, and your boy's making his transition to the bald man's crew, dog. This is
Oh fuck no!
it's gonna be my last week with hair. That I'm joining the bald head crew, man. I'm making.
Damn, hey, bro, let me see some resources or something, dog. Let me
You know what I'm
let me
saying?
get you
And
something.
hold on, I
Let
gotta
me
show everybody.
let me get.
I still got hair. You know what I'm saying? You know, people when you go bald, they're like, oh, he lost his hairline and this and that. Nah, I just
See,
want
that's why you
I want to
came out
move
with
to the
that
bald.
fucking quote. That's why you
Is
said
this a
that
trial?
quote. That's why you said that quote.
Is this a
You
trial
about
run,
hit
bro?
this,
Or we sticking to it?
Nah, we more than likely gonna stick to it, man. I'm tired of going to get haircuts and shit, man. So
God damn.
we getting it up out of here, man. So when y'all see me on
Don't worry
Father's
about it.
Day episode, your boy gonna be glistening.
Hey, Don. Hey, Don.
God damn. Oh my
Oh
goodness.
Oh
shit.
man. Hey, but at least a lot of people don't know when to let it go.
That's
Nah.
real talk. That's real
So,
talk.
so
Stephen A.
kudos to you
Smith.
for that. I
Let
think
that
you'll
shit
be
go,
all
nigga.
right, bro. You'll be all right, bro. Let
Hey,
that
I got
shit
a
go.
beard and I got a
So
round
saying
head.
you gotta let the beard grow out. Yeah, good.
And so I got a perfect bald type head, man.
You gonna be in that
Gotta-
Kendrick video next time?
Come on.
Yeah, foul.
Oh, I'm sorry, bro. I just wait. It'll be more to come as soon as you see it.
Get him out the way, man.
All right, I got my this quote's by Nelson Mandela. It says, "The greatest glory in living lies not in never falling, but in rising every time we fall."
Mm-hmm.
We fall down.
Yeah. No matter how many times you get hit down, you got to keep
down.
getting up and pushing forward. That's how I look
Absolutely.
at it.
Real
The
talk.
late
Real
great
talk.
Nelson Mandela.
Real talk.
Sure.
Real talk. Let's see. I'm a butcher her name. And I apologize. It's Ma Malala Yousafzai. You know,
You.
yeah.
Her.
Yeah. Yousafzai. Malala Yousafzai. I know I butchered it. My
That sound like
bad.
a sauce.
Right. Let me get that Malala Yousafzai on that chicken, please. You are never too old to set another goal or to dream a new dream.
That's facts.
So that one hits hard. That one hits hard for me just because there's a lot of shit in life that I still want to accomplish, but I'm at 30 going on 31. And I battle with that sometimes like, damn, am I really hitting that age? Do I really want to invest years into something else, another venture? But I'm still young, man. I got a lot of life to live, God willing. So I
Mhm.
can't hold myself back on achieving some more dream, stuff, whatever.
Nah, man.
I tell you what,
Gotta
that one
keep
hits
going
home
forward.
for me too, though, man. Because there be times where I really be like, bruh, I'll be hard on myself. Oh, man, you should be doing this. You should have been had this, that, this,
Mhm.
that. And I be looking at the people I compare myself to. I'm like, I'm comparing to this nigga that's like 40s, 50s, and shit. I'm like,
Yeah.
I'm early 30s, dog. Like, chill. Like, you got time to do what you need to do. Just keep working. You know what I'm
Yep.
saying? But I do beat myself up, so that one definitely does resonate with me. Y'all got anything going on? Anything fun, eventful this week?
This week.
Nah, not for real, for real. I mean, outside of, Father's Day, outside of that's about it, man.
Father's Day. We're gonna have a fun Father's Day episode for y'all too, man. Definitely stay tuned on that. It's crazy. It rolled up quick too.
They did.
It sure did, bro.
They
Sure
definitely
did.
did.
We'll see how it goes.
Yeah.
June almost already over with now.
Yeah, bro. Hey, I'm on a countdown, man. I got a trip in July, man. We just hit right under 4 weeks. I'm like, yeah, I need these next weeks to fly by, man.
I got a birthday coming up in July. This is about to be gonna be 9.
Yeah.
Oof.
Noel be 6. So I'm right there in the same boat.
Mm. I'm glad I ain't got planned no birthday events until September at this point. We good.
You
That
went through
shit
it.
be
You
stressful.
went through the gauntlet already.
Yeah. It should be stressful, bro. But now, man. Anybody got anything else? Everybody Gucci?
No, just wrestling, man. Just want to say thank you again.
Yeah.
Truly inspirational interview we had.
For sure.
Sure.
Might not say it often, but you're a true inspiration to me, being from where we're from. So continue to walk that line, and big things coming for you. Can't wait to see it.
Yep, I can't either.
Yep. I just want to tell everybody, man, just don't be scared to step up, man, and reach out to these people that, like I said, in my own journeys, reach out to these people that are doing stuff. They're not going to say no. Most of them ain't going to say no to getting help and stuff. Like, hell yeah, I want some help. Shit, they want somebody to reach out to them and be like, yeah, I want to help you. I'm like, hell yeah, I ain't got to go begging their ass and nobody do nothing.
Real talk.
So yeah, definitely reach out. Don't be scared and don't think you got to do it all, man. Just, play your part. Do what you can do and just make sure you're doing something though, man. Because we all in this together. We all dealing with these issues together, and we only gonna get out of this together. So
Yep.
keep grinding. But as always, this is the Enlightened Ones podcast. We will catch y'all next week.
Peace.
Have fun.
Stay off the weed.